I'm going to start off with my face makeup, and this is all the face makeup that I have. This is including foundation, concealer, highlighter, blush. I don't really go out and try a whole lot of like different face products as much, so this should be quick. So the first product that I have, I'm definitely going to keep. This is my Laura Mercier powder foundation that I do use pretty much every day. I really like this. I think it just looks really nice and natural on your face, so I will be keeping that. The second item that I have is like my Guerlain highlighter, like powder balls, those meteorite balls. I love this. I think it's so pretty. I definitely did splurge on this, I'm not gonna lie. I just think it looks very beautiful and angelic. And look how pretty this packaging is. Let me hold it up. But isn't that gorgeous? I'm definitely going to be keeping this, but I'm actually almost out of it, so I definitely have to buy a new one. But this is the NARS Radiant Concealer. I really like this for my blemishes. I know it's kind of like a multi-purpose concealer, but I just kind of use this on my blemish, and I use a different concealer underneath my eyes. Another keep is this Besame translucent powder, and this is really cool. I got this from Sephora, but it's this lavender powder that I use as kind of like a finishing powder. Definitely going to be keeping this. This is my NARS face palette, and I love this. I actually use this pretty much every single day. I usually just use these blushes. Sometimes if I'm traveling, I will use the bronzer, and I will use the highlighter if I'm traveling as well. Sometimes I use the bronzer on my face on a daily basis. Not every day, but sometimes. Going to be keeping this. Again, this is my Laura Mercier foundation primer in Radiance. This is really great. I do have oily skin, so if you have dry skin, this would work better. I like how this looks on my face, but I am oily, so this doesn't really work as well as it would with dry skin. But I am almost out of it. Well, I'm going through it, you can tell, because it's kind of getting flat. Still keeping this. This is the Chanel Vita Lumiere Aqua Foundation. I love this foundation. This looks so good. It's really natural looking. It's lighter, and it is kind of like a more liquidy foundation. It doesn't really work as well as like a thick concealer if you want to cover up a lot, but I like how light it is. Going to be keeping my Bobbi Brown under eye concealer. This is what I do use, and the NARS I use as my face concealer, like I said earlier. But I do really like this Bobbi Brown, so I'm going to be keeping that. I'm actually going to get rid of this concealer. This is the Physicians Formula Conceal RX, and this is in green, and this is actually like, I don't know how old this is. I don't really remember when I bought it. I feel like it was a year ago. It might be more than a year ago, but I do like how thick this concealer is, and it does cover up kind of like the red spots on your face. But yeah, it's kind of old, so I don't really want it anymore. Going to be getting rid of this Laura Mercier blush, and this blush is actually super duper pretty. This is in the color Lotus Pink, but it is like this really beautiful kind of like spring pink color. I'm probably going to give it to my mom. I really don't use it that often. I used to use it when I first bought it, but I wanted to try other things, so I'm going to pass this on to my mom. And I like how compact it is. It's really easy to travel with. Going to be keeping this Tarte blush in Natural, and I have been using this every day for so long. It's kind of like a red color, which it looks kind of scary, but this actually does look natural on me. I think this is such a beautiful color, so I absolutely love this. I am going to be getting rid of this Hourglass Ambient lighting powder in, or lighting blush in Mood Exposure, and this is kind of like a mauve-y color. I did really like this, but I don't use this anymore. I used to wear this every single day, but I wanted to try something different, and I feel bad getting rid of this, but I feel better getting rid of it because I honestly just stopped using it. And this one is kind of hard to get rid of because I think it's really pretty, and I think I am going to keep it, but it's Benefit Hervana It's just this really, really pretty swirl of color that looks kind of like angelic on your face. It is a little bit light on me though, I'm going to admit that, but I still love this blush. I think it's so pretty. I am going to be getting rid of this NYX cream blush, and this is in Natural. I would use this underneath the Benefit Havana, but this is old, so I feel like it's right to get rid of it. Going to be getting rid of this Benefit Rock Tour blush, and this is really, really pretty. I kind of hate to get rid of it, but I honestly don't use it. You can tell I definitely use the crap out of this. This is like a really pretty rosy gold color that I used in the fall, but I don't really use this that often as well. I know it's still probably like a year old, and I'm just going to pass this on. Last blush is this Can Make blush that I got when I was in Japan. I heard good things about Can Make blushes, and I don't gravitate towards this blush anymore. As you can tell, I did use this also, but yeah, I feel bad because I do have like memories associated with this blush, but I just don't use it, so I feel kind of bad holding on to it. The last thing is this Mario Badescu facial spray with aloe herbs and rose water, and I'm gonna keep this. I do use this on a daily basis, and I don't really have another facial spray, so I'm just going to hold on to that. This is going to be my keep pile, and over here, this is the stuff I'm going to be passing on to. I know it seems kind of small with the stuff that I'm passing on to, but this is pretty much like my whole entire face makeup collection, including blush, bronzer, foundation, concealer, etc. So I feel like that's pretty good.